to play. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Playing for the house or the line. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Bingo, 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 oh. Looking eyes down, down.
Right, hello everyone, welcome to Lockdown Events Big Night in 2. What we're going to do tonight, we'll start with the bingo. We'll have 2 games of bingo. Everyone who's entered the bingo has also been entered into 2 free raffles worth £20. And your raffle numbers will be your first game card, which is the turquoise card, your serial numbers on that card. So we'll play 2 games of bingo, we'll do a raffle, then we'll play our next 2 games of bingo, do the raffle, and then we'll have the horse racing. Hopefully you've all seen the post about the prize fund, but the prize fund for tonight is, on the bingo, each game, a line is worth £20 and the house is worth £70. Each raffle is worth £20. And then on the horses, first place will get £180, or it'll be shared if there's a few people. Second place will get £100, or shared if it's a few people. And third will get £50, or shared if it's a few people. So we'll just get on with our first game of bingo. And the first game of bingo, as I said, is your turquoise card. We'll be using the whole of the card. So good luck everyone, we'll get on with the first game.
4 and 9, 49. 1 and 2, 12. 2 and 4, 24. 5 and 1, 51. 5 and 8, 58. 2 and 9, 29. 2 and 6, 26. 11. 6 and 2, 62. 8 and 5, 85. 3 and 8, 38.
Right, do you know what everyone, I need to apologise, I need to void this game. For some reason I've just checked my bingo software and it hasn't put the serial numbers in of the bingo tickets. So you just have to bear with me 1 second, and I apologise if you've marked any numbers off. We'll be starting again on the turquoise card. I apologise for this, just give me 1 second just while I sort this issue out. I apologise again, that game's voided. We will be starting again on the turquoise card. Just 1 second while I sort this out, apologies. As I say, I can only apologise. I'll just have to bear with me a second while I put these serial numbers in, because for some reason it's deleted them. 1 second. Right, we'll be ready to go in 2 seconds. I can only apologise for that. As I say, I don't know why the software has deleted the serial numbers. I've just re-entered all the serial numbers now. Don't worry if you missed a few numbers, or you miss a few numbers, because I'll know by your serial number if you've won anyway, so you won't miss the claim. As I say, all I'm going to do is apologise. Just give me 1 second and we'll get back on with the game. Okay, so it's all set up now correctly this time. As I say, I apologise for that. And we'll start again. This will be game 1 on your turquoise card, playing for a line.
Eight and 7, 87. 6 and 2, 62. 7 and 8, 78. 3 and 9, 39. 6 and 7, 67. 2 and 8, 28. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 8, 18. 4 and 3, 43. 'All the 2s, 22. 7 and 2, 72. 8 and 1, 81. 1 and 9, 19. 2 and 7, 27. 'On its own, number 1. 7 and 1, 71.
So we have a winner for the line on game 1, as I say, which was on the turquoise card. The serial number is serial number 107. We'll just have a quick check who that is. Serial number 107 is Harry Moores. So congratulations, Harry. You just won yourself £20. The next one we're playing for is For the House. Again on your turquoise card. I'd say I apologise about the little mishap at the beginning. Good luck everyone.
4 and 5, 45. 7 and 5, 75. 'All the 5s, 55. 'All the 8s, 88. 5 and 3, 53. 1 and 6, 16. 8 and 4, 84. 5 and 7, 57. 3 and 5, 35. 2 and 4, 24. 70, 70. 90, 90. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 6, 86. 2 and 6, 26. 2 and 3, 23. 7 and 9, 79. 5 and 6, 56. 'On its own, number 9. 5 and 4, 54. 5 and 1, 51. 6 and 8, 68. 'On its own, number 4. 3 and 7, 37. 8 and 5, 85. 30, 30. 'All the 4s, 44. 6 and 9, 69. 'On its own, number 7. 1 and 4, 14. 1 and 3, 13. 1 and 5, 15. 5 and 9, 59. 7 and 4, 74. 2 and 5, 25. 6 0, 60. 1 and 2, 12. 'All the sixes, 66. 1 0, 10. 6 and 3, 63. 4 and 2, 42. 'On its own, number 5. 7 and 6, 76. 4 and 8, 48. 3 and 6, 36. 5 and 2, 52. 4 0, 40. 5 and 8, 58. 'All the ones, 11.
So we have a winner for the full house on game 1, and the serial number, I'll just check it, is 110. Let me just see who that is. 110 is Andrea Miskowska. So congratulations, Andrea. You've won the full house on game 1, which was for £70, with serial number 110. We'll now move on to game 2, which again will be for a line, and the line will be worth £20. This is your red card, and again we'll be using the whole of the card. Good luck.
On its own, number 7. 8 and 9, 89. 2 and 1, 21. 6 and 4, 64. 8 0, 80. 1 and 6, 16. 6 and 5, 65. 4 and 7, 47. 1 and 5, 15. 60, 60. 40, 40. 8 and 7, 87. 'All the 8s, 88. 1 and 9, 19. 7 and 9, 79. 6 and 9, 69. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 2, 12. 3 and 6, 36. 4 and 9, 49. 'All the 5s, 55. 90, 90. 4 and 3, 43. 30, 30. 20, 20. 'All the 7s, 77.
We have a winner for our red card for the house. The serial number is 3116. Let me just have a little look, see who that is on game 2. 3116. Where is it? 3116. Just give me 2 seconds. Is Andrea Miskowska again, I think. Let me just double check this. 3116. Yeah, it's Andrea Miskowska again for the line on game 2. So well done, Andrea. So we're now playing for the full house on game 2, which is where it's £70 a game. Good luck.
All the 4s, 44. On its own, number 3. 7 and 2, 72. 1 and 3, 13. 'On its own, number 2. 8 and 1, 81. 10, 10. 5 and 8, 58. 3 and 5, 35. 'All the 2s, 22. 'All the 6s, 66. 4 and 8, 48. 2 and 5, 25. 3 and 8, 38. 8 and 2, 82. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 5, 85. 'On its own, number 6. 7 and 3, 73. 2 and 7, 27. 1 and 8, 18. 'On its own, number 1. 2 and 9, 29. 4 and 6, 46. 'All the 3s, 33. 8 and 6, 86. 7 and 4, 74. 6 and 1, 61. 'All the 1s, 11. 1 and 4, 14. 7 and 8, 78. 2 and 8, 28. 7 and 6, 76. 4 and 5, 45. 6 and 2, 62. 4 and 2, 42. 5 and 2, 52. 3 and 7, 37. 'On its own, number 5. 50, 50. 3 and 9, 39. 3 and 1, 31.
So we have one winning ticket for the house on game 2. Let me just check this. Check the serial number. Serial number is 3453. Let me just double check, see who this is. 3453 is Carla Howells. Well done to Carla and winning the house on game 2. Just before we move on to game 3, which again will be for the line and will be your yellow card, we'll just do a quick raffle, which is worth £20. And don't forget, the raffle, your numbers are the serial numbers on your game 1 bingo card. Good luck at this raffle. This is worth £20. And the winning number on the raffle, as you can see, is number 251. Let me just see who's got 251. 251 is Gail Williams. So congratulations to Gail. She won £20 on the first raffle. Just write this down and then we'll continue with the next game. Now we're moving on to game 3 on the bingo. Game 3 is, as I said, your yellow card, and we're playing for the line, which again is worth £20. Good luck.
Six and 1, 61. 3 and 8, 38. 2 and 5, 25. 80, 80. 8 and 4, 84. 1 and 4, 14. 5 and 8, 58. 5 and 7, 57. All the ones, 11. 60, 60. 2 and 7, 27. 5s, 55. 1 and 2, 12. 4 and 8, 48. 7 and 1, 71. 6 and 4, 64. 7 and 4, 74. 4 and 9, 49. 7 and 9, 79. 'On its own, number 8. 4 and 3, 43.
We have a winning ticket for the line, 2 winning tickets actually, so this one will be shared. The first winning ticket is 6138, so I'll just check that. 6138 is, where's it gone? 6138 is Denise Galley. So congratulations, Denise. As I say, there is 2 winning tickets, so I'll just check the second ticket. It may just be £10 each, but congratulations. Let me just check the next claim. The next claim is 6221. And that's a valid claim again. So 6221 is 6221, where's it gone? 6221 is Amy Stevenson. So congratulations to Denise and Amy Stevenson. We share the line. It's £10 each. We're now moving on to the full house on game 3, which again is worth £70. Good luck.
On its own, number 9. 1 and 8, 18. 'On its own, number 1. 6 and 2, 62. 6 and 8, 68. 4 and 6, 46. 8 and 9, 89. 1 and 6, 16. 5 and 3, 53. 4 and 5, 45. 3 and 5, 35. 8 and 3, 83. 'On its own, number 4. 'On its own, number 6. 20, 20. 3 and 4, 34. 'On its own, number 2. 70, 70. 'All the 8s, 88. 'On its own, number 3. 5 and 4, 54. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 1, 81. 7 and 2, 72. 50, 50. 8 and 5, 85. 8 and 6, 86. 5 and 6, 56. 6 and 9, 69. 'On its own, number 5. 40, 40. 2 and 1, 21. 6 and 7, 67. 3 and 6, 36. 8 and 2, 82. 7 and 3, 73. 'All the 2s, 22. 2 and 4, 24. All the sixes, 66. 5 and 1, 51. 2 and 9, 29.
And so we have one winning ticket for the house on game 3. That ticket is 6082. Let me just check that serial number. Let's see who that is. 6082. Where are we? 6082 is Lee Hume. Congratulations, Lee. £70 for you on the house on game 3. With ticket, what number was it? 6082. We now move on to game 4. Game 4 is your green card, and we're playing for the line again, which is £20. Good luck.
On its own, number 3. 6 and 2, 62. 6 and 3, 63. 6 and 1, 61. 7 and 9, 79. 4 and 9, 49. 4 and 6, 46. 2 and 5, 25. 'All the 4s, 44. 2 and 4, 24. 6 and 9, 69. 'All the 3s, 33. 'All the 8s, 88. 'On its own, number 5. 3 and 8, 38. 7 and 5, 75. 'On its own, number 4. 'On its own, number 1. 6 and 4, 64.
We have one winning ticket for the line on game 4. That winning ticket is 9294. 9294. Let me just see. Game 4, 9294. Let's look. Can't even see it now. 9294 is Kev Hall. I think. Let me just double check this. Yeah, 9294 is Kev Hall. Well, congratulations, Kev. That's £20 for you for the line. And that was serial number, what was it, 9294, wasn't it? 9294. So we're now moving on to the house for the last one. And this again is worth £70. Good luck.
5 and 7, 57. 7 and 2, 72. 5 and 9, 59. 1 and 4, 14. 40, 40. 'On its own, number 6. 3 and 9, 39. 4 and 2, 42. 10, 10. 80, 80. 1 and 3, 13. 7 and 3, 73. 8 and 5, 85. 1 and 5, 15. 3 and 2, 32. 2 and 7, 27. 5 and 2, 52. 8 and 4, 84. 2 and 6, 26. 60, 60. 20, 20. 1 and 8, 18. 7 and 6, 76. 'All the 5s, 55. 2 and 1, 21. 'On its own, number 7. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 6, 36. 5 and 3, 53. 4 and 1, 41. 1 and 2, 12. 1 and 7, 17. 4 and 3, 43. 4 and 8, 48. 'All the 7s, 77. 70, 70. 4 and 5, 45. 1 and 6, 16. 8 and 1, 81. 8 and 3, 83. 'All the 6s, 66. 6 and 7, 67. 'All the 2s, 22. 7 and 8, 78. 5 and 6, 56. 'On its own, number 8. 6 and 8, 68.
We have a claim on 2 tickets on this one for the house on the last game. The first serial number is 9033. Let me just check who that is. 9033. 9033 is Marie Edgerton. Well done, Marie. You'll be getting a share of the house in the last game. Let me just check the second ticket. The serial number of the next winning ticket is 9071. Just check that. Yeah, that's a good claim. Let's check it again. Let's see who this is. 9071 is Sam Bullock. Well, congratulations, Sam. You'll be sharing that house with Marie. So that'll be £35 each on that house. Right, that concludes the bingo. Thanks to everyone for taking part in the bingo. We will now do, just before we move on to the horse racing, we will do another raffle, which again will be for £20. Don't forget your raffle numbers are off your turquoise card, your very first bingo game. So we'll just re-enter the numbers into this. Good luck on this. So the winning number on the raffle number 2 is 427. Let me just have a quick look, see who that is. 427 is Keith Andrew Gill. So congratulations, Keith. We win £20 on the second raffle. And before we move on with the horse racing, I'll just give a quick rundown of all our winners tonight, up to now anyway. So on bingo game 1, we have, for the line, Harry Moores. The house was Andrea Miskowska. I hope I say your name right, Andrea. Line, game 2, line was 20, Andrea again. House was Carla Howells with £70. Bingo game 3 was, the line was a shared line between Denise Galley and Amy Stevenson, who both get £10 each. The house was Lee Hume, who wins £70. Game 4, the line for £20 was Kev Hall. The house was shared between Marie Edgerton and Sam Bullock, both getting £35 each. And the 2 raffles, both worth £20 each. Raffle 1 was Gail Williams, and raffle 2 was Keith Andrew Gill. So congratulations to all our winners up to now. We'll get on with the horse racing now. How the horse racing works, if you haven't seen the post: if your horse comes first, you get 10 points. If it comes second, you get 8 points. And if it comes third, you get 6 points. Prizes will be awarded on your overall points for all 10 races. So first prize will be, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head now, £180 I think it was. Second prize will be £100, and third prize was £50. So thanks to everyone for taking part, and we'll get on with the racing. Good luck on the racing.
Number 1 is the Grey Horse, wearing the blinkers today. Number 2 wears the red V silk with a red cap to match. Number 3, the jockey prefers the soft ground. It's less painful when he falls. Number 4 has a white noseband, and the jockey is wearing a matching white cap. The brown horse, number 5, always happy to start slow. Number 6, the jockey is so fat, last time he was unseated, 3 horses fell trying to jump over him. Number 7 always likes to set a fast pace and stay with the pack late on. Last time out, the only fence number 8 left intact was the one around the car park.
So lining up, they've got 8 flights to jump, and they're off and racing. 7 is quite smartly into his stride, also number 1, as they make the short run to flight number 1 and crossing the first flight of hurdles. They're all safely over. It's on the front end, probably the green jacket of horse number 7 with the green cap, just niggled into the bridle at an early stage is horse number 8. And there you can see his jockey's just given him a reminder for his troubles. And behind these is horse number 1. On the outside 2, down the inside is 3, and the back 3 at this moment in time are 6. On the inside of 6 we've got horse number 4, who's toward the back of the fielding company with horse number 3. So they make their way now down the back straight and heading off to flight number 2, where horse number 7 has got a length to spare over horse number 1 in second. Still nudged into the bridle, as you can see, is number 8, and it's going to be a hard job for this rider in this particular contest. Lobbing along is number 3, following him through on the inside is 5. Spot the red cap of number 2, behind that comes 6, and at the back of the field we've still got number 4, who's held up for a late charge. So making the way down the back, heading on to flight number 2, and on the front end it's number 7, who's enjoying himself out in front. He's got an uncontested lead from the grey. Number 1 racing to the outside. How will they jump the second? 8 on the inside once again gets a reminder for his troubles, and also horse number 2 was just niggled into the bridle there. 3 travels very powerfully, and behind these 6 and the back two, number 5, and also at the back of the field we've got number 4. So they're heading on to flight number 3 and 7. Now matching strides with horse number 1. They rise and land together with 3 just in behind. 8 once again gets a reminder. It'll be an almighty effort for him to get into the contest. Then behind these comes 4, who's now on the move. In behind these 6, then on the inside comes 5, and at the back of the field number 2 is really starting to really make hard work of this, and very shortly he could be pulled up. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight, and still 7 bowling along out in front from 1, who's giving chase in second. 3 really does catch the eye going well. 8 continues to be bumped along by the rider. Then behind these 4 in the inside is 5, and then behind this comes 6, and I'm afraid 2 looks like he's out of the contest as they make the run toward the end of the back straight. Starting to bunch up a little bit up front. 1 has now just gone on from 7, the long-time leader. 8 is responding to pressure, but the rider, remember, has been at work from the tapes going up here, so it really would be a remarkable effort, but he's still right there, this individual, as they make their way now back towards home. 4 left to jump, and on the front end it's 1 who's got the lead from 8, who continues to stay on for pressure. Then behind these come 3, 7's next in the field, 4's on the outside, 5's getting into it, 6 not too far away, so any of the leading 7 could land this particular contest. They make their way to the first one in the straight, and 7 to the extreme right, the green jacket out in front with 1, 8's next in the field, then come 3, a bit of a break to 5, and then behind these come 4. Next flight of hurdles, a mistake from number 1, but he's still right there. 8 on the near side, 7 on the far side, but look at the way 3's travelling into this contest. Then behind these 6 is coming after them. 5 also not done with them, make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles, and 3 has set sail for the judge, and he jumped that really well. 7 on the far side, 8's next in the field, 6 is trying hard with the pink cap, but they make the way now toward the next flight of hurdles, and out in front it is 3 who's got a commanding advantage. 7 on the far side, 8 on the near side. The next flight of hurdles will be the final flight, and he's looking good for number 3 at the moment. He's out in front from 7. 6 is trying to come with a challenge. 8 still right there over the final flight. Still 3 leads, but 6 down the centre, and this will be a remarkable effort from 8, who really is starting to stay on, but 3 looks to have the upper advantage. Here comes 6 on the far side, and 8 with a never say die attitude is starting to stay on. This is going to be a remarkable effort from 8. 8 on the near side's going to get up to win from 6. 8 beats 6. 3 travelled the best, but I'm afraid he hasn't seen out the trip, and he's finished in 3rd position. Well, all the way around, if you had a ticket for number 8, you probably thought that you had absolutely no chance, but he has kept responding to pressure, and a really gutsy effort from horse number 8. 6 was second. There's the photo finish print, and up the near side, 8 has just managed to hold off 6. 3 was back in 3rd. I think he'll be dropping in trip next time, but a nice effort from the horse in shot, and it's a win for horse number 8. How unlikely was that? But the official result is first number 8, second number 6, third number 3.
Number 1. The jockey has winner's jeans. Pity he's not allowed to wear them on the racecourse. The white stripe on his nose makes horse number 2 stand out. Change of jockey silks for number 3 today. He is now wearing a change strip of yellow and blue. Number 4. The horse was the apple of the trainer's eye until he got pipped at the post. Number 5 likes to lead early and often stays there. Number 6 has a good finish and an experienced jockey today. Number 7's jockey is so fat, if he was in a photo finish, they'd have to use a wide-angled lens. Number 8 likes it so much in the stalls, sometimes he's slow to get away.
All set? And they're racing, away they go. Horse number 8 was very slow to go, the black jacket with the yellow sleeves. He's got a few lengths to find already in the early part of the contest, but it's 7 who shows up promptly. Also right there is 5 over on the far side of the track. That's the royal blue jacket of horse number 1. The green jacket is horse number 2. Then on the near side in the red and yellow, that is horse number 4. Racing to the near side, 3 is next in the field. Then behind these comes 6, and after a tardy start, horse number 8 is the back marker. Well, they cover the first couple of furlongs, and on the front end 5 is just about out in front. I'd say leads by a length from 1 on the far side in the royal blue and white striped cap. Then behind these comes 2. On the near side, horse number 4 is just followed through by 7. After a tardy start, 8's now getting competitive. Then behind these 6, and probably 3 is just about the back marker, but that is his running style as they make their way now inside the final half mile. 5 out in front, leads up by a couple of lengths from 2 in second. All of a sudden, 1's flat to the boards on the far side. 4's trying to pick up. Under pressure 7, but he is responding. So 2, 3. So they make their way now inside the final 3 furlongs. On the front end 5 with a good determined attitude. 7 on the far side. Here on the near side, shaken up is 3. 6 is staying on from the back. Then behind these 4 has got a little bit of work on, but they make their way inside the final furlong and a half. 5 is out in front, but he's been taken on by 7. Over on the far side 6. On the near side it's 3, and the 4 horses have gone clear deep inside the final furlong. 3 on the near side. Over on the far side 6, but splitting the pair is 7. 5's run his race as they go deep inside the final furlong. 7 just doing enough, but 3 on the near side, 6 on the far side will make him work all the way to the line. 7 though has got the job done. It's tied in behind between 6 and 3, but as they race up towards the line, the horse with the cheek pieces, horse number 7, has just about managed to get the job done, and he's hit the line in front. Tight for second. We'll have a look at that because this track is a very deceptive angle. And there is the photo finish print. 7's got the job done. 6 will be called second. That was the horse over on the far side. And 3 back in third. But a likeable effort from horse number 7. You'd be absolutely delighted if you've got a winning ticket on horse number 7, because he showed a real good attitude, and the official result is first number 7, second number 6, third number 3.
Number 1 wears the white cheek pieces. The jockey recently returned from a long-term injury. Number 2 is the white horse. The white coat runs in the family. Sadly, it's the only thing that runs in the family. Number 3 jumps with ease but doesn't have the pace when needed. The only thing that stands out for number 4 is the jockey's bright yellow cap. The jockey on number 5 had a successful outing at York last week, an afternoon at Railway Museum, followed by a slice of fruitcake at Betty's Tea Rooms. Number 6 struggled in its last couple of races and needs a good start today. Number 7 is so indecisive over fences, he can't even jump to a conclusion. Number 8 wears a white noseband and likes to lead from the front.
So they're coming into line, and they're off. Away they go. They've got 11 fences to negotiate for this particular contest, and there's 2 in very similar silks here. Horse number 8 on the far side with the noseband. The jockey wears the green cap, and horse number 7 is in exactly the same silks, but his jockey has got a red and yellow cap. Down the inside, horse number 3 is next. The grey, you'll definitely spot him. He's horse number 2. Then come 4 as they make their way on to the first. So it's horse number 8 with the green cap, who's just about out in front as they rise at fence number 1. And horse number 2 put in a good leap there. 7's back in third. Slight mistake from horse number 3, but there really is an awful long way to go. 4's next in the field. 5 is held up at the back of the field, so too is number 1. And 6 is the back marker as they move on to fence number 2, which is the water jump. And in the green cap, it's 8, who just jumps ahead of 3 at that fence. Back in third position on the outside is the grey 2. 7's next in the field. And then behind these come number 4. On the wide outside comes horse number 6, who's trying to get into the contest, but he made a mistake at the open ditch, and so too did horse number 5. So they make their way now onto the far side of the track. Fence number 4 is next. Short run to it. And down the outside, number 2 is the grey, and he jumped that one really well from 8 in second. Down the inside is 3, 4's next in the field, and a reminder already being administered to horse number 7. And also at the back of the field, at 6 is now starting just to be asked for more effort as they make their way onto the next plain fence. On the front end, the grey on the near side is 2. On the inside, in the yellow jacket, that's number 3. And splitting the pair is horse number 8. Closely behind is horse number 4. And then behind these comes 1, 5, 7. And really starting to detach himself now is horse number 6. So continue to make their way down the far end of the track. A long way to go. Horse number 3 just about maybe in front of horse number 8. On the wide outside, number 2. 4's behind those, and behind these comes number 1, who put in a good leap at that one. 5 jumped that one well, and now it's 7's turn just to be pushed into the bridle, and all the time 6 is getting further behind. So heading on to the next fence down the back straight, another open ditch, and it's 2 who jumps ahead of number 8 all the time on the inside. That is horse number 3, who's got every chance. At the back of the field, you can see 6 is pulling up, and he's out of the contest. So we started with 8, and now we're only down to 7. As 2, the grey still leads from 3, and now in the green cap, horse number 8 is coming off the bridle. Improvers are 5, and also making ground is horse number 1. That was 4 out, so they've only got 3 left to jump. And on the front end, 2 is out in front from 4 on the inside. To the outside, 1's got every chance. 3 still right there. 5's a dour stay, and he's getting competitive. The 2 in similar silks are 8 and 7, but they both need to pick up shortly as they run now toward the third last. It's 4 just in front of 2, who's always been in the firing line. Right there with every chance comes horse number 3, and then behind these on the outside, 1. In behind these come 5, 7 and 8 are just about in contention, but only just. So they make their way now toward the end of the back straight. 2 just in front of 4. All the time, 1's rider is getting lower in the saddle. 3's next in the field. This is the second last. Long run now before they get to the final fence, but they make their way up the hill. On the inside, it's 4. On the outside, 2. Then come 1. 5 is staying on determinedly, and you feel the winner will come from one of these 4, because 3's now dropping out. Uphill to the final fence. 4 on the inside with a narrow lead from 2, 1 in behind. 5 is a really good stayer. Do not count him out just yet as they run toward the 11th and final fence. It is 4 driven along to hold off 2. These 2 just in front of 1. Then come 5. They go toward the final fence, and 4 jumps it really well. 2 to the inside. 1 stays on. Don't discount 5. He's coming with a good looking challenge on the far side. 4 across the track deep inside the final furlong. 2 just in front of 1. Then behind these 5 who stays on. 4's dropping away, but up towards the line, and all out assault from 1 just holds the 2 at bay. 5 was back in third. What a race that was, because 4 of them had every chance inside the final furlong. But it is horse number 1. You can see his head there with the cheek pieces. The grey's given it all in second, but as they hit the line, 1 has beaten 2. The stayer 5 does what he always does, stays on late in the day to take third. And just out the money, although running a cracking race, was number 4. There's the winner. The jockey looks absolutely delighted with his afternoon's work there. And horse number 1 has just managed to get his head in front, right where it matters, getting the better of 2 and 5 in third. There's the official result. First, number 1. Second, number 2. Third, number 5.
Number 1. The jockey is so fat, he got baptized at SeaWorld. Number 2 has won 3 out of his last 4 outings and could do well again today. Number 3 looks a pitcher. He won in a photo finish last time out. Number 4, his bright yellow spots make him stand out from the field. Number 5, this grey horse sets off like a rocket. Number 6, the horse wears a white noseband and the jockey wears an orange cap. Number 7, always slow out of the stalls. It's been a while since number 8 came first. The last time he won a race, he was pulling a chariot.
So they're all in the stalls, and they're off. Away they go. Well, horse number 7 was a little bit slow to go in the yellow and blue jacket, but as they sort themselves out in the early part of the contest and race through the first furlong, it's 4 who's smartly away on the extreme left of the picture, right up amongst the early leaders. Horse 8 in the red jacket over on the far side. That's the grey horse number 5, and 5 has just about gone to the front here. The light blue jacket with the dark blue cap is horse number 2, then the all blue jacket of horse number 3. Near side 8 is prominent over on the far side with the white cap. That is horse number 1. Just in behind the pace comes 6, and then behind that one the 4, and still at the back of the field is number 7, and he needs to get going pretty quickly because he's just dropping a couple lengths off the pack as they make their way now to the halfway point. It's 5 on the far side, the grey, just in front of horse number 3. In between the pair comes 2 on the near side. 8's now just been asked for maximum effort. 1's got every chance with the white cap to the far side. 6 is now starting to get competitive. Then behind these comes a slow starting 1, and then behind these come 4, but they make their way now with 2 furlongs left to travel, and 5 has led from the stalls, and he's still out in front from 3. Far side 1's got every chance as they make their way now toward the closing stages. 4 now being bustled up, but he is responding, and the same applies to 2. So racing now toward the final furlong. 1 on the far side, the grey horse number 5, near side 3. 2 trying to pick up with 4 as they go deep inside the final furlong, and 3 hits the front. Far side 1 between the pair comes 5 on the near side. 2's now starting to grab hold of the bridle. 3's out in front, and we're deep inside the closing stages, but 2 is launching a determined effort. 3 and 2 have got it between them. 3 the far side, 2 the near side, on the bob. 2 and 3, 3 and 2. We'll wait for the judge. 1 was back in third. 5, I'm afraid, he's out the money, but inside the closing stages, both horses giving everything, both jockeys hard at work, but that is a close call between 2 and 3. And let's have a look at the photo finish, which will be needed to determine the winner. And there you have it. The light blue jacket of 2 has just got the better of 3, and 1 was back in third. So that's the official winner. Left it late, but he got there right on the pay stick. And horse number 2 is victorious in the ladies' contest. The official result is first, horse number 2, second, horse number 3, and third was number 1.
Horse number 1, if it likes the look of the fences, then this one could go all the way. Number 2, how many tickets have you bought on number 2? It's a pity now that the refund desk is closed. And horse number 3, the distance could be a little too much, but he's in there with a great chance. Horse number 4, the driver of the horse box tossed up whether to take the horse to the racetrack or the knacker's yard. Number 5, he just loves the jumps and the course and is very strongly fancied. Horse number 6, he never fails to disappoint his vast army of followers. Horse number 7, I like this horse. He seems to be getting stronger with every outing. Number 8, in his last races he's finished 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Let's hope it'll be first today.
And they're away for this 3-mile chase, and 3 takes it up, 3 from 7, and just a couple of lengths between those two. Similar distance back to number 1, and they're followed by 8, and then 5 on the far side, and just 2 at the back of the field at this very early stage are 2 and 4. Coming back into view again, and 3 still maintains quite a significant advantage over 8, just on the left of the picture. 1's going to come to this fence in third. 5 makes a bit of ground in 4, and then 6 is back in 5th place. As they come down towards the next fence, it's still 3 maintaining advantage of 4 or 5 lengths over 8. 1's going to jump it nicely in 3rd place, and 5 makes a bit of ground on the far side there, followed by 6. 2 is the one right on the outside with the white sleeves, and they're a long way clear now of the remaining runners. 7, and tailed off towards the rear is 4 over that one, and the lead is still maintained by 3, who's been in front right from the start, but 8 is getting a little bit closer. 1 jumps it in third, but makes a slight mistake, and 2 moves up menacingly on the outside. Those 3 or 4 lengths there from 5, and there's another 4 lengths back to 6, then followed by 7, and 4 is tailed off. Turning back towards us, and 3 maintains the lead of a length over 8. 2 pushed along on the outside in 3rd place, and 1 is still close up on the premises in 4th place. And those 4 have drawn about 4 or 5 lengths clear of 5, and the one just turning into the home straight is 6. Coming down towards the second last, here's Prick 3, being taken on now by 8. 1 jumps it in 3rd, and crumpeting to the ground goes 5, just gets in the way of 6, but 6 is a long way adrift. Coming down to this fence, 3 and 8 look as though they have the race to each other. 1 more fence to go. 3 on the far side, been taken on by 8, 4 or 5 lengths back then to 2, followed by 1. Coming down towards the final fence, and 3 is sticking on the far side, just half a length here from 8, who made a slight mistake. 2 goes down, and that leaves 1 a poor third. Up towards the line, 3 holding on, and a driving finish from 8. They're coming up towards the post. It's very, very close, but it might just be 3 on the far side from 8, and a long way back will finish 1. And that was exceedingly close and nail-biting finish from the final fence, but 3, who's been very brave throughout, has held on. The result, first number 3, second number 8, third number 1, and fourth number 6.
Hey, Robin.
Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a journey.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. I be dripping so much sauce, got a bit looking like Grey Goose. Lit up like a crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is you, that's how I roll.
You take your moods a lot, you lit, but then you give me fireworks. I think of leaving night and day, but then you always find the words.
Alors on danse.
I would be nothing
Remix.
without you holding me up.
Alors on danse.
I'm strong enough for both of us. Both of us, both of us.
Oh, I wanna stay, wanna walk out the door. Right now, baby, I'm torn. I can't get enough, can't take anymore. Right now, baby, 'cause your love is my drug.
You gotta blame it on what you said.
Your love is my drug.
You gotta blame it on what you said.
Walk, Russian baby, work it, move that bitch crazy. Walk, Russian baby, work it, move that bitch crazy. Walk, Russian baby, work it, move that bitch crazy. Walk, Russian baby, work it, I'm a free bitch, baby.
Jet plane headed up to the sky. Spread wings and the clouds getting high.
Yo, I do deals but I never get twanged. Moves that ain't never been planned. No goons that were never in gang.
Sexy and I know it. Jet plane headed up to the sky. Spread wings and the clouds getting high. We ain't hit a rave in a while, so take me back to London.
If you're clean down, we can all find the trouble. We don't need no help. Stand up. My love raised me well, but I won't go to heaven without raising hell.
Check it out.
Fight so dirty, but your love so sweet. Talk so pretty, but your heart not tight. Ain't not devil, put your hands on scale. Never, 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 ever let go.
Tonight we gon' be it on the floor.
Put your hands in and can't sleep.
Lollipop, twerking in some J's on the dance floor. No panties in the way. Like you show that chance. If you want more, then here I am.
If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, I got them moves like Jagger. If you wanna believe me and you think it's sorry, I got them moves like Jagger. I got them moves like Jagger.
Don't show up, don't show up, don't come out, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now. So you play me the song that will make me belong to you.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
One dance with my baby tonight, and we'll dance till the night is through.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Billy.
White shirt, now red, my blood can no sleeping. You on your tippy toes creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so quick.
What does the flag say?
I want it, I want it. You want a hot body?
You know my body, you know my body.
I want it, you want a hot body? You want a Bugatti? You want a Maserati? You better walk, bitch.
Oh, I'm good at keeping my distance. I know that you're the feeling I'm missing. You know that I hate to admit it, but everything means nothing if I can't have you.
Duh. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind.
Horse number 1, good-looking, well-groomed, and certainly a one to watch. Number 2, a 3 times winner already this season, expecting good things. Number 3, coming back strongly after a poor early season. Number 4, good to soft ground, sees number 4 at its best. Number 5, you will need binoculars to see number 5, he will be so far behind. Number 6, our computer form printout says back big. Number 7, its jockey had an Indian last night, so be looking for explosive results. Number 8, compare number 8 to a vintage wine, superb.
In the black and white checks just going in now is horse number 7, the stable's in great form. And then in the outside berth in the pink and blue, that's horse number 8, and he was slowly away as they break away over 5 furlongs. The 3, another one who's playing catch-up early, and the 2 got a blistering start. To the outside, racing in second place is the 4, then against the inside rail is 7, then down the outside races 8, and that's now in 4th position and being chased along. 5 is next, followed then to the inside by 6. Back in the field is the 1 and the back mark of the slow starting 3. Already they're whizzing down towards the halfway point, and it's 2 at the head of affairs against the inside rail. Horse with the white blaze, that is the 7. Now bagging the rail, purple sleeves of the 5 towards the outside. Here comes the 4. 3 from the back of the field is staying on. 8's looking for racing room. Likewise is the 1, and 6 is now last. Now they race out of the dip, up towards the line with just over a furlong to go. 2 is out in front, taken on now by the 7. Here comes the 1, late on the scene. These 3 locked together, 50 yards to go. 1 on the far side, 7 in the centre, 2 on the near side. 7 puts its head in front and 7 prevailed. 7 just got there over 1 in second, and on the near side it was 2 who filled out third. So it was the 7, the horse with the big white blaze, who was easy to spot coming up the hill and has won and has got in front with around about 40 or 50 yards to go, I'd say. So it is 7 who's won, 1 finishes in second and 2 was third. Your order of finish is 7, 1 and 2.
Number 1, having a really good season for its owner. Number 2, its nickname in the stable is Lucky, it'll have to be today. Number 3, running better than ever. Number 4, not expected to finish in the placings. Number 5 has never finished better than third this year. Horse number 6. Big things are expected from number 6 today. Number 7 tends to run out of steam in the final furlong. And we have horse number 8. His owner has been trying to sell this horse for a year, but never found anybody daft enough to buy him.
And they're off. Not surprisingly, the 7 restrained at the back of the field. He's always delivered on the scene very late indeed. But it's the 2 who's gone out like an Exocet missile out in front. He's gone clear already by about 3 or 4 lengths as they crossed over the first of 22 fences in this long-distance handicap chase. So it's the 2 who leads. It's the 5 on the inside, followed by 3 as they make the turn to go along the back straight. They've now got 7 fences in line down the back, and it's the 2 bounding on into a clear lead. It's now over half a dozen lengths to 3, 5, 8, and then on the outside the 6. Quite a slow jump by the 1 back in the field. Just in front of him was the 4 and behind him the 7 as the leader is already over the third of the 22 fences. A short run now towards the first of the open ditches. The 2, oh, he took a look at that. He really skidded into that, almost wrapped the takeoff board. He's got blinkers on and he's not necessarily the gamest of horses, but that certainly did rattle him as they now go towards a water jump. 2 leads the way, 5's racing in second. That's the brown with the light green sleeves. Then the red sleeves on the outside is the 3, and the leader was more fluent over the water. Still at the back of the field, we've got the 7 and also the 1 right on the inside. Now they go towards the railway fences, 3 of them taken in very quick succession. And the 2 on the outside of the course will lead, measured it well. A bit untidy on the inside was the 8. Splitting those 2 came the 5, then the 3, followed by 4, 6, 7 and 1. Middle one of the railways, all taken well. Very short run towards the next one. It's the 2 who will lead here. Over in second and untidy on the inside was the 8. He hit that one quite hard. That was nice to see. The jockey just gave his mount, the 8 horse, a bit of a tweak of the ears there just to say it doesn't matter about that mistake. You're still there in the race and you're still running well. And in fact, on the inside, the 8's come through now to take the lead over the 5. And I wonder whether something's gone wrong with the 2. I think the tack may have gone. Yet it has. The saddle has slipped. And so the 2 is being pulled up. I wonder whether that happened when he made that mistake at the open ditch. The 2 out of the race. He's perfectly all right, but the jockey just can't continue in the contest with the saddle slipping right up the horse's neck. So we go then towards the pond fence. The 8's been left in front. The 5 now is his nearest pursuer back in second as they get over the pond. Oh, and the 5 blundered there. Hit that one very hard. And the jockey had to sit very tight indeed. Now we rejoin them with just 7 more to jump. And as they make the run down the back straight for the second time, the only one who's really feeling the pinch now is the 6. That's getting reminders out the back of the field, but little has changed at the head of affairs. It's still the 8 on the inside who leads the 5, the 8 in the light blue and pink. The brown and green on the outside is the 5. Wider still, the red sleeves of the 3, then the big white blaze of the 4 who's travelling nicely. The 1 in the yellow and green getting into the race, and then the brown and light blue of the 7, always delivered late, and they're getting a long way ahead of the 6. Now they get over the second of the railway fences and still a wide open contest going now towards the 4th from home. 8 will lead. That's where he blundered on the previous circuit. He was better this time. The 4 still travels well. Then towards the outside is the 5. The 1 trying to get a split against the inside rail. Then the 7. The jockey doesn't want to go too soon. Driven along now is the 3, and it's a long way back towards home for the 6. Now they begin to make the turn towards the pond, and he asks for a bit more on the 8. He hasn't shaken off the 5. He hasn't shaken off the 4. He hasn't shaken off the 7. And the 1 is also breathing down his neck. Many, many chances as they race now towards the final pond fence. And this is the 3rd from home. 8 still has a slender lead. To the outside is the 7. Between horses is the 5. Then the 4 and the 1 as they got over the 3rd from home. And now 7 round the outside goes on. He was last early, but now he leads into the home straight. 7 has gone on. 8 to the inside is Resolute. Back in 3rd is 4. Then 1, and 1 stuttered into that and made a mistake. And now he surrendered his chance. Now it's the 7 out in front, and now they make the climb up towards the final fence. 8 on the far side. 4 is back in 3rd. Here's the final fence, and it's a grandstand Sandown finish. In front, it was the 7, but he wasn't fluent at the final fence. As straight as a gun barrel. The 8 over on the far side. 4 is between horses. It's 8, 7 and 4 as they go to the line. 8, he wants this win. He wants it bad. He wanted it bad enough. 8-1. In second was the 7, and back in 3rd, 4. The order home, 8, 7 and 4.
Number 1 is today's banker. Just watch her head straight to the winner's enclosure. Number 2, the jockey is so fat, when he goes to the beach, he's the only one who gets a tan. Number 3 likes to hug the rails and stay in touch with the leading pack. Number 4, the jockey is wearing a white cap and loves to ride on this filly. The jockey on number 5 is so mediocre. If he broke up with Adele, she wouldn't even write a song about it. Number 6 has a great finish if she gets a clear run in the final furlong. Could it be Lucky 7? We'll have to wait and see. The only time number 8 finished with horses behind him was when he slipped in the mud and crossed the line backwards.
So all in the stalls. 1 mile the trip, and they're off and racing. And horse number 6 was slowly away, but that was probably by design. He is normally held up in his races and running through the first furlong with the white cap. It's horse number 4 who's got a good prominent position. Horse with the cheek pieces down the inside is horse number 8, over on the far side 7. Spot the 5 horse who's got the white and royal blue cap. The white jacket is horse number 3. Held up at the back of the field is number 2. And then we got the slow starting 6. So go through the first couple of furlongs, and out in front in the white cap, horse number 4, matching strides over on the far side with horse number 1 who's now coming through. 7 right there, on the near side is 8, then the white jacket of 3, and then behind that one comes horse number 5. At the back of the field, still 2 held up for a late charge, as is the slow starting 6. So they continue to make their way down the home straight. It's still 4 who's got the lead from 1 in the red cap over on the far side. That's the green jacket. Then in behind them 8, and then behind that over on the far side making progress is 5. 3's next in the field. Then comes 2 in the all blue jacket, now starting to make giant strides with 3 furlongs left to travel. It's 1 who just goes on from 4 who's headed for the first time. Over on the far side 7. Now coming with a telling charge is horse number 2, and horse number 8's just been kept in there as they now start to quicken the tempo and make their way inside the final 2. 1 and 7 on the far side. White cap of 4. Near side coming with a good looking challenge is 2. Then behind these 8, they race now toward the final furlong. On the front end, 1 and 7 on the far side. On the near side, it's 4. Then behind these 2, 8's looking for a way through. They race deep inside the final furlong. 2's having a real set to with 4 over on the far side. 8's coming through. 6 has left it too late as they go up toward the line, and it's 4 just doing the better. 4 has got his head in front. It's very tight for the second place between 8 and 2. Who were both finishing off strongly. But in the white cap, it is number 4 who has just about got the job done. 2 had every chance on the near side. I'm afraid if you're on horse number 8, he's just left it a little bit too late. And there's the photo finish print. And a close call, but 4 has just about managed to hold off for 8. 2 was back in third. And there is the winning rider, horse number 4. He was never, ever out of the front 2 in that particular contest. He likes to race up with the pace, that horse. And the official result is first, number 4, second, number 8, third, number 2.
Number 1 is the brown horse with a white noseband. Number 2 usually likes to lead from the front, but has been known to finish at the back. Number 3 is a white horse, always slow out of the stalls. Number 4 is so unhealthy, the only course he'll succeed on is a course of antibiotics. The jockey on number 5 gets very angry if you mention his weight. He needs to lighten up. Number 6 has a white noseband and the jockey wears a red cap. Number 7 was recently gelded. Now he bursts into tears when the announcer shouts, "And they're off!" Number 8 likes to settle at the back. Will he stay there?
All set? And they're off. Away they go. All 8 runners into their stride on the near side. Horse number 2 is the first one to go forward, with 7 giving chase in second, with the yellow cap with the noseband. Horse number 1 is racing in third. Down the inside in the orange jacket, that is horse number 8, and then behind these in the half jacket distinguishing red cap is horse number 6. Down the inside is horse 4, then behind that one comes 5, and the back marker is the grey, horse number 3. As you can see, they're passing the 10 furlong marker, so an awful long way to go here. And as you'd expect, all 8 horses going well within themselves. But it's 2 who takes them along. Racing on the outside, 7. Down the inside, looking for a little bit of cover, is horse number 8. These are being followed through by the yellow cap of horse number 1. Also racing on the inside is the yellow cap of horse number 4, but the jockey wears the black sleeves. In behind these, another one with a noseband is horse number 6, and then behind that one comes 3. And still at the back of the field, horse 5, waiting at the back of the field. So they're continuing to make their way inside the final mile. It's still 2 out in front. The outside travelling up nicely, 7. Down the inside is 8, then comes 1. Locked away on the inside running rail is 4. Then behind these comes 6, who really does travel nicely to this point. Down the inside comes 3, and still 5's at the back of the field. So they're just starting to inject a little bit of tempo into the contest, and the leader is just starting to stretch 1 or 2. It's still horse number 2's out in front. 7 in the slipstream in second. Locked away down the inside, trying to save ground is horse number 8. In behind that comes number 1 with 3 behind those. 4's also next in the field. Still going nicely, 6, and still at the back of the field is horse 5. They're into the straight, and the race now begins in earnest with 2 on the front end. Here's 7 down the outside. Now horse number 1 is the first one to come off the bridle. Still right there with every chance is horse number 8. 6 is making giant strides down the centre of the course. Spot the horse with the noseband. Up the inside is 4, then behind these 3 under pressure, and 5 needs to pick up his hooves very shortly. 3 furlongs left to travel, and trying to burn them off from the front is 2. 7's now ridden. The jockey pulls a persuader. Down the inside is 8, 1 next in the field. 4's trying to get out, then down the outside is 2, who's coming with a sustained challenge. 2 furlongs left to travel, and they still haven't got past 2. He's a brave horse out in front. 7 is shaken all up alongside, then comes 6. Down the outside is 1, coming through for a late charge is 4 as they race inside the final furlong, and 6 now throws down the gauntlet to 2, but between the pair comes 7. It's 6, 7 and 2 going toward the judge. 6 on the near side, 7 in the blue jacket, just going to get to the line in front. 7 has probably just won the contest. It's a lot closer for second between 6 and 2, but 7 has just about managed to get his head in front. Horse number 6 travelled supremely well, and it's a really gutsy effort from 2. The judge will have a look for the minor honours, but 7's certainly gone past in front, and there is the photo finish print for second place. 7 the winner, 6 second, and horse number 2 has finished in third. There is the winner. He travelled well. He was asked for maximum effort 3 furlongs down, but the jockey had a willing partner. And the official result is first number 7, second number 6, third number 2.
Horse number 1, a winner 4 times this year. Horse number 2, we're yet to see the best of this horse. Number 3, built like a tank, pity it runs like one. Number 4, has never been tested over this distance. Number 5, this has not been one of its better seasons. Number 6, led all the way last time out, but lost its way into the final furlong. Number 7, this one has the professional punter's backing. And number 8, could surprise a few people today.
Orders and off. And it was on the inside the 4 who was the first to break the line. 7 towards the outside, 6 is next, then came 8, then 2 towards the outside. 3 is next in the field, followed by 1 as they get over the first fence, and 8 hit that one really hard. Didn't hardly raise a leg there. Those red blinkers don't seem to be doing the trick at the moment as they make their way along the back straight, going towards the next, and 7 is out in front. as they go to it. The one who's very wide on the left as we see them is the 5 horse, a horse who's in great form. Just jumped out a little bit away to the right. He's had a tendency to do that over the first couple of fences. They go now midway down the back straight, and it's 7 who leads the way. 4's on the inside, then comes 8, who hasn't really jumped that well so far, but he was much, much better there. Now the 1 is being ridden along at the rear of the field. So too is the 3. Yellow jacket of the 6 making ground. Green on the wide outside is the 2, and having charted a very wide course, the jockey on the 5 is now cutting towards the inside to try and get a little bit closer, but he's still only got a couple of runners behind. So they've got 5 more to take, and it's 7 who leads the way. 6 on the outside in second. 8 is warming to his task. Spot the red blinkers on the inside. He bulldozed the first couple of fences, but he's jumping better now. Then on the outside is the 2, followed by 4, then 1 on the inside of 3, and it was the 3 who blundered very badly there. He really left a hole in that fence, and now I think the 3 horse is out of the contest effectively. So now they begin to make the turn back towards home. And it's 7 who leads 6. Then towards the outside is 2. On the inside is the 8. The 1 is staying on. Then 5 on the outside. 4 is out the back of the field, and having blundered badly at the previous fence, it's 3 who is last. This is the 4th from home. The 7 got in close. On the outside is the 6. On the inside is the 8. Then comes the 2, who's now getting reminders. On the inside is the 1, and now 3 is staying on once more. Here's the final ditch, and it was the 8 who jumped to the front. On the outside is the 7. Then comes the 6. It's 8, 7 and 6. 1 on the inside. Then comes the 2. Over the next, and it was the 8 who was spring-heeled. He leads by a couple of lengths. Over the 6 in second. Then the 7. The 1 is trying to rally against the far side as they come down towards the final fence, and it's 8 out in front. Comes down to the last now. Will he see a stride? Yes, he does. He leads by 3 lengths. In second is the 6. The 1 is staying on. It's between this trio. Now they're inside the final furlong. 8 is out in front. This has been a great display. He didn't jump well early, but he was spring-heeled where it mattered most. He needs the line badly. Here comes the 6. Here comes the 1. Too late. The 8 won. In second was the 6, just in the head bob, and the 1 finished third. And there's your winner, was the 8. A really good performance by horse and jockey. This horse did not jump a twig early, but a really, really confident ride has got him home. Your order of finish is 8, 6, 1, 8, 6, and 1.